लेट्स स्टार्ट बच्चों.
Recording in progress.
Good morning. Let's go ahead. We were in which chapter, everybody? PGBP. Okay, we start with what? PGBP. Charging section quickly. 28 है ना. 29 computation of income under PGBP. Correct, dear, all of you? 30 rent, rates, taxes, repairs for building. 31 repairs, again insurance, but for what? Plant and machinery and furniture. अरे हाँ, compulsorily we are talking of only which expenditure we are allowing. If you remember, section 29 also told you. What did section 29 tell you? That from 30 to 37 are what, bachcho? Is what? Section 30 to 37 talks about what? Tell me. It talks about what? Section 30 to 37. Everybody. Deductions, very good. Yes, admissible deductions. So we are first of all talking about deduction, something to reduce. Something to reduce. Clear to here? Fine. Allowed as expenditure. I'm just saying, using the word allowed as expenditure. Clear to here? 30 to 37. So 30 is about buildings, expenditure, revenue, current expenditures, and 31 is for plant and machinery and furniture. Clear to here? 32. We are just starting with 32. Depreciation. And one of the most important and little bit technical in nature. Okay, 32, section 32, depreciation. Understand? Please try to understand. Okay, now have little bit of more focus. How many types of assessees are there? How many types of assessees are there? Chapter number 1. Very good, Mansi. 7 types. Individual firm, firm is including LLP, HUF, and AOP, BOI, local authority, and AJP, artificial juridical person. Individual is there, no? Hi, na? Individual is bacho. There, company. Sorry, I missed. Company was also there. Okay. So can there be a proprietor? You have done this in accounts also. Obviously, you can have a proprietor. You have done balance sheet, P&L, final accounts for even for a proprietor. Yes, still here. So even a proprietor bacho can do business. Simple. So simple question I'm asking you, whether Companies Act will be applicable on a proprietor? Use common sense. Absolutely not. You have done in CA Foundation also, and also in basis of accounting, methods of depreciation. I think Niraj is back. There are bacho methods of depreciation. Clear till here? And there are many methods. For company, how or where can we find methods of depreciation for a company? If you are my actual students, then you should know the answer, hai na? I'll get bacho in the schedule. Okay, everybody, I'll get bacho where? In schedule, the modes, methods of depreciation. Everybody okay till here? Check here. You have schedule 1, schedule 2, MOA, AOA. Do you remember bacho all of this? Schedules, hai na? So here you have format of MOA. I went into what? Bare Act of Companies Act. Arey हाँ. Schedule 3 बच्चों. How many times I have told you? है ना? बोलो ना. Correct, no? Companies Act or depreciation on company. Where the details are given. Schedule 2 Companies Act. Useful lives to compute depreciation. This Schedule 2 which you are seeing right now is part of Companies Act. Schedule 3 was bacho format of balance sheet P&L. Agreed. So a simple question to you is whether Schedule 2 or this method of depreciation will be applicable on a proprietor. Answer is no. Will be applicable on an HUF? No. Firm, LLP? No. So how, बच्चों, a proprietor or a firm, HUF, LLP will provide for depreciation? Forget about LLP, but firm, HUF, proprietor. So they can have some other method of giving the rate of depreciation. But in accounts, you are always given in a way rate of depreciation because you can't assume, no, normally. Clearly, they may give you WDV or SLM or whatever, but rate they will give you, no, 10%, 15%, 20%, 5%, 1%, whatever it is. So here, bachcho, in Companies Act, the lives are given. So the life of the asset over the period of that lifetime, you have to depreciate it. Simple. Clearly, everybody? Yeah? Income Tax Act. Understand now. So here what I am showing you depreciation is as per Companies Act. है ना? And the depreciation बच्चों which we are going to learn is as per Income Tax Act. Income Tax Act बच्चों does not recognize depreciation as per Companies Act or any other law for that matter. Okay, all of you? Arey haan. What did I say? Income Tax Act does not recognize depreciation given by any other act. Why? Because the income tax is applicable on all types of assessees. Companies Act is applicable only on companies, bachcho. है ना? So income tax says what? We will give you the rate of depreciation and the methods of depreciation. Arey haan ya na bachcho? Clearly clear? All of you? Okay. So, understand. So, the depreciation which we are going to do, okay, is given in section 32. And what is the method of depreciation? WDV. Pay attention now. The Income Tax Act said we will take WDV method. But rate of depreciation is also given by Income Tax, but not by Income Tax Act. Rate of depreciation for income tax is given by income tax rules. It is given by income tax rules. Okay. This section 32 is hardly 4-5 line section for depreciation. But rates are given where? In income tax rules. Okay, everybody? Arey haan. And the depreciation is applicable on the block of asset. Have you heard this word before? Any time before? Everybody? Block of asset. Have you heard this word? Block of asset? Block? No, never. Acha. Oh, fine. Block again, bachcho, means a category. Means again, bachcho, a category. Okay? Let me say I have a plant and machinery. Plant. And not just plant. I have lots of machines. I have bachcho, lots of machines. AC I have. Okay, I have motor vehicles, motor cars, okay. I have your anything you can imagine as machinery, different machineries, but you know, I can have generator. I'm just giving you very small examples right now, okay, but even a generator for that matter. So these are all machineries. All those machineries put together, but all machineries only, which will be one block of asset. One block. Block means now a category of the asset. Clear? Will building come into this? No. Building will not come into this. So I have factory building where my actual work happens. Shed. Shed, you know, shed. SHED, shed. Shed can be there. Factory building can be there. Then I have offices where my management is sitting. Offices where my HR and finance team are sitting. They're all offices. That means building. So all these buildings, bachcho, will be another block of asset. Means block means what, bachcho, again a category of asset. But all of them put together. It's like a family of these assets. Block of asset means what, bachcho? Family of the asset. But that type of asset. Clear till here? In a way, understand please. We depreciate the block. This is a little bit heavy right now for you. We depreciate the block. We don't identify individual items. Do you remember this? Permutation combination, we used to block them, we used to put them together. So here also, bachcho, we are clubbing, putting all the same type of assets together. Okay? And then we depreciate the block, entire block. In a way, bachcho, we don't recognize individual assets. We do not recognize individual assets. Okay? We are not depreciating each and every separate assets. We are depreciating entire block. Whoever comes in the block is automatically depreciated. For example, I'm just again giving you some random example. Let us say I have one machine of 40 rupees, another of 60 rupees, another of 80 rupees, 20 rupees, something like that. अरे हाँ, my total block is बच्चों of 200 rupees. अरे हाँ बच्चों, clear till here. And entire block I am going to depreciate at the rate of 15%. Are you getting my point or no? Correct till here. So what will be the overall total depreciation? Let us say rupees 30. Are you getting or no? My total block is of 200 rupees. My rate applicable of depreciation is 15% on the block. I have 4 machines inside. 4 different machines. That is the cost. Clear till here? So I depreciate the block at the rate of 15%. So my depreciation rate is what? Depreciation amount is 30. So what is the WDV of the block? WDV not of individual assets. WDV of the block is now 170. Are हाँ या ना? Clear till here? This much you understood? Pakka? Everybody? Good. Nice समझे? We depreciate the entire block of asset, not individual assets. Okay? That means I will not calculate separately on 40, 60, 80, 20. No. I'll accumulate them together and give together accumulated. I'll give the depreciation. Okay? You can unmute Indrajit. I can't read the comments properly. You can unmute if you want. Nitin, Kushbu, Mansi, all understood? Remaining, all of you? Okay. Fine. ठीक है. So we depreciate बच्चों the entire block understood? Accumulated. Okay. Either respect tangible or intangible. ठीक है. So depreciation rates, where are they given? Rates are not given in section, they are given in rules. And rates are decided for the block of asset. Did you understand now? Again, for your comparison, I'm showing you Companies Act also. Please understand. This is Companies Act. This is Income Tax Act. Clear till here? Companies Act has different, you can say, logic. Okay? Income Tax Act, bachcho, different logic. Are you getting my point or no? Everybody? In income tax, directly rate is given. Companies Act, rate is not given. Life is given of the asset. And you have to apportion it over the life of the asset. Are haan. Is it clear? Okay? See, all are different types of plant and machinery they can have. Okay, I'm not going into the pipeline, drilling rig, petrochemical plant, oil and gas assets, refineries, satellites, telecom, towers, cinematographic films, machinery, those film cameras. Okay? So many things of they have given different types of plant and machinery. Clear till here? That is in Companies Act. Then again, what type of asset you see? Furniture and fittings. That is again a block, category of assets. Furniture and fittings. This table, chair and all of that. That will go under furniture, sofa, whatever you can see, as a part of furniture. Correct? Motor vehicles. Again, they have different, category. Ships. Aircrafts, helicopters, computers, office equipments, ropeway. This is in Companies Act. So forget Companies Act right now. Let's come back to Income Tax Act. So block means what? Category of assets. Okay till here? Are haan. Chalo. So that right now there are two main categories, tangible and intangible. Can you see here, bachcho? And part B, intangible. What is tangible, intangible, you obviously know. So I'm not going into that. But check, only one block of asset is there for intangible. All your intellectual property rights, copyright, trademark, patent, know-how, any kind of agreements, all these, you have an asset. Intangible asset. Your goodwill, bachcho, intangible asset. Are haan. All these, bachcho, check. Normally speaking, so check. Know-how, patents, copyrights, trademarks, licenses, any kind of license, yes. Even bachcho license, long-term license, I have leasing license. I have bachcho, let us say, license for a mine. License for a mine. Mine, you understand? Mining. You have that, for that also you have bachcho accounting standards. that I have taken from government a right that this particular area I will do all the mining for minerals. It can be for stone, it can be for underground minerals also. So I'll pay revenue sharing, I'll share royalty with the government. Yes, everybody. So again, that license I have, and I've acquired a telecom license. What else? Big example you want? Telecom license, 5G, that spectrum. You can't touch spectrum, but it is license only or no. How much are you spending? Yes, license, aviation sector, correct. Liquor license also you require that in a way, na? Liquor license also, 1 crore, 2 crore rupees are expenses for that license. These companies, Airtel, Jio, and what Vodafone, I think Vodafone Idea, they spend thousands of crores of rupees to get the spectrum license. Yes, Leo. It is obviously capital expenditure. So depreciation on the same will come under intangible part. Correct? Franchisee. I hope you are aware of franchisee. What is much of franchisee? Tell me. Correct. McDonald's or Burger King or Pizza Hut or what Domino's, any kind of that franchisee. Or you take agency. Franchisee, but in a way, other way also I can use the word agency. I'm taking agency or something, I spend huge amount on that. For McDonald's, you will require at least 1 crore rupees, as all these costs and all of that, okay? Or any other business or commercial rights of similar nature, but not goodwill, okay? Goodwill will not fall under this block. Goodwill will not be depreciated, that is different thing. So goodwill is completely removed. Goodwill is intangible from your common sense point of view, from accounting point of view. Definitely. Goodwill is an asset or no? Tell me this. Till now you've done accounting, goodwill is an asset or no? It is an asset, intangible. Income tax uses different logics. So don't copy logic from accounting point of view or accounting standards point of view directly into income tax. Don't do that always. So wherever it is specifically clearly given to us what is to be done, we will follow that only for income tax. Clear till here? So very important right now what we are looking here is goodwill is not a asset only. Not an intangible asset, obviously not also a tangible asset. That means now for income tax purposes, will we depreciate goodwill? We will not depreciate goodwill. Clear till here, all of you? Now here, the differences arises between Income Tax Act and other acts, or accounting standards, or accounting policies, or your Companies Act also. Fine. So first one we just now saw, intangible assets. Now, okay till here? There are some issues or some litigation. Litigation, you understand litigation? Litigation means against disputes. That computer software, okay, computer software. If you buy the CD, we used to buy CD for the softwares also. Just like for games, movies, music, there were CDs. Okay, if you buy a CD, that means you're buying a goods. But if you download the software, then you're buying service. So there is to be issue whether computer software is what? It is a goods or is it an intangible asset? So there is to be litigation or issues also with that. Okay, then later on there are some court orders and clarification are also given. Okay, so that I will see later on and I'll show you also later on. Okay, correct? No? Can you touch software? No. But if you have CD, can you touch software? Yes. So that these are all some time pass issues. So they are solved but later on. Okay, sure. So let us talk about tangible assets now. Again, intangible assets, what are the blocks? Okay, check the main categories. First, your buildings, furniture fittings, plant machinery. Okay, that's it. And lastly, ships. Ships. Finally, here. Now, in the buildings, you have variety of buildings or different types of buildings. Okay, ready? Pay attention. Block 1. Buildings used mainly for residential purposes, except but hotels and boarding houses. Building. What is a building? 4 walls, 1 roof is a building. Now that premise, okay, 4 walls and a roof can be a shop also. 4 walls and a roof can be a shop also. And 4 walls and a roof can be a house also. Both are building. So which category we are talking about right now? Block 1. It is used for what purpose? Residence. Yes. So hotel, lodging, boarding, building. Yes. Airbnb. Have you heard of Airbnb? You take some flat on rent or even a tent also on rent. I'm just giving you example. Airbnb is very famous. You can search later on. Okay, Airbnb. Okay. Anyways, basically taking something on rent to stay. One room you have taken on rent, or one flat you have taken on rent, or hourly basis, or what. For the day you have taken the entire room for the rent. Okay, hotels and all of that. But again, that is put. They have put into exception. So building residential purpose, but not hotels and lodging boarding. So what? Your own personal home. What are they talking about then? Which residential bachcho house can come into this category? Block 1. Okay. We are in which chapter? PGBP. Correct. So obviously only official business expenditure will be allowed as deduction, or a depreciation only on bachcho. Business assets will be allowed. That much common sense. I hope you're understanding. So residential building, which is not a hotel or a lodging boarding, है ना, is बच्चों in a way, for your example, a workers colony. A workers colony. Yes, Indrajit, very good. Yes, very good. Residence given to employees for use. रतन लेक्चर में हूँ मैं, 1:30 बजे कॉल करता हूँ. हाँ हाँ, क्या बोल रहे थे? Means in which we are living. Yes, we are living means the employee. See, understand. I can come back. Police colony. Very good, Indrajit. Good example you are giving me. Good. We are in which chapter? PGBP. Our assessee is who? Employer या employee, Nitin? हाँ?
से बहुत आवाज आ रहा है.
किसका?
आपको.
ये ना?
हाँ.
Recording stopped.
Assessee is who? Employer या employee, Nitin? हाँ? किसका? ये ना?
Recording stopped.
Somebody else has unmuted क्या? नहीं ना? हवा, हाँ हवा का ही है. टक टक टक. थोड़ा फैन का है क्या? एक मिनट. कल तो यही इधर से लेक्चर लिया मैंने. तूफान नहीं, इधर का फैन बंद कर दो, पीछे का चल रुकता. खाली क्लासरूम में बैठा हूँ मैं, क्या आवाज़ आ रहा तुमको? बोलो ओके है, ठीक है. सब लोग बोलो ऑल ओके. आवाज़ सब लोग. खुशबू, हाँ ठीक है. उसका हाँ बोला खुशबू ने, ठीक है. खाली क्लासरूम में बैठा हूँ मैं, क्या आवाज़ आ रहा है? बोलो ओके है, ठीक है. सब लोग बोलो ऑल ओके. आवाज़ सब लोग. बहुत ही सेंसिटिव माइक है शायद इसका. हाँ ठीक है. उसका हाँ बोला खुशबू, ठीक है. आगे बढ़े क्या? हाँ ठीक है. ऑल ओके ना? हाँ ठीक है. लड़ गया ना मैं.
Recording in progress.
Okay, fine. So, which building we are talking about, Nitin? See, our assessee is employer. He is doing business. So he has spent on a building which is used for residential purpose, but that building is not a hotel or a lodging. So, bachcho, these buildings are which one? Which are given to workers for stay, workers colony. So, for your example, you can write down here. Workers colony, or let us say Reliance Township. Have you heard of this, bachcho? Reliance Township. I gave you the example of Jamnagar, Reliance Greens. That name is Reliance Greens actually. Then there can be police quarters or police colony, no? Policeman colony. What do you call police colony only, no? And if at all you are staying somewhere near railway line, if at all, you will definitely see बच्चों railway quarters. Definitely बच्चों railway quarters. Finally, all of you. Just for your example, okay? So obviously, if I talk about railway quarters, it is owned by Railways in Corporation. They have spent bachcho obviously on those homes. So for that, they'll get depreciation, but at the rate of 5%. Clear? Okay, if I talk about this type of asset, building, is it main or ancillary for the business? What do you think? Is it the most important or ancillary? It is bachcho ancillary. No. Because the work where I'm going to earn actually money from that building or factory building or shed or refinery plant proper, that is my most important building. Okay? Finally here, everybody? Okay? So check. Second, block number 2. Buildings not used mainly for residential purposes, not used, okay? Not used mainly for residential and also not part of other blocks of assets. Basically, in a way, I'll write down here, bachcho, residuary. Residuary. Yes? Finally, and block number 3. Buildings acquired on or after 1/9/2002. For installing plant and machinery as part of water supply treatment used for infrastructure businesses, 40% never asked to you. Okay? And temporary wooden structures. I think we have discussed this. Real estate building is going on, project is going on for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Very good. Jhopada. Are wah, perfect. Jhopada. What is jhopada, bachcho? A temporary structure near the real estate building. What happens? All the workers are given, they have considered some shed for them. That is temporary in nature, no? So depreciation bachcho over there is what? 40%. Clear? Acha. So let me ask you, factory building, what is the rate of depreciation? Factory building. Which one will you put? 5, 10, 40, 40. Where will you put? Factory building, bachcho, where will you put? Factory building. Khushbu, we don't use factory for stay. We don't use factory for residence purpose. Factory building. All of you, do you understand what is factory building? All of you. Block 2, bachcho, not 3. See, Indrajit, that block 3 is only for, that building is used for water treatment. And that also water, bachcho, is used for infrastructure purpose. So it is a very specific block. So don't go too much into block 3. Okay, it will never be asked. Block 1 and block 2 are the most important for you. In fact, block 2 is the most important. Your see, it is plant and use common sense. Plant and machinery, you will have asset. Where will I keep the plant and machinery? In open air, on open ground? No, na. I'll install it somewhere, na. So the premises outside or covering the plant and machinery. Premises. That is my factory building. Arey haan, bachcho. Acha, forget about factory building. What if I am an IT company? Do I have factory? No. But will I have building or no? Yes. Big towers, big buildings, big couple of towers. All those are buildings for me. Are those buildings used for residential purpose? No, but I am making money out of that. Yes. So factory building and any other building used for work purposes normally, but you will go under block 2. Clear or no? Yes. Everybody. Alright, all of you till here. Should I go ahead, everybody? Chalega? Fine. Furniture and fittings, next block. Okay. Furniture and fitting includes electrical fittings, fan, AC, and all of that. Not AC, sorry, fan. Tube lights and all of that. Bulbs, wiring, those patti, you know, no? Electrical wiring, switches, sockets, fans, and other fittings. that can be considered as furniture and fittings. But obviously the word used is what? Fittings, includes. Okay. Again, case law to case law, there can be a fight about this. Okay. Fine till here? Simple. The most important is this one. Achha, what is the rate of depreciation? 10%. F and F. Okay, I'm going to call it in short F and F, furniture and fittings, 10%. Building, residential only 5%. Other than residential work purpose, 10% normally. Clear till here? F and F, 10%. Now we come to the most important block of asset. Most highly used plant and machinery. Okay? Block means what? Category. Okay? Now check block. First block, block 1. Block 1. Sorry. Block 1. Under block 1 again you have some more categories. First of all, motor cars. Okay? Motor cars. Block 1 is about motor cars. Motor cars other than those used in the business of running them on hire. Motor car, you understand? Simple. You know? So basically what is the motor car over there? And motor car is not used for. Otherwise they are using, no? Other than those. So motor car is not used in a business of running them on hire. Running the motor vehicle for rent. Using the motor vehicle. You're in the business of running them on hire. In that case, which businesses comes to your mind? If I have a motor car, I'm using it for business and my business is giving the motor car on rent. Zomato. Eh? Ola is okay. Ola, Uber. There is new one more brand, Rapido in Bangalore, nothing in Pune. What else? I use motor car bachcho for giving them on rent. Only Ola, Uber? Nothing else? Rapido also? Okay, good. In Pune, good. Okay, fine. Arey, motor car is not bus. We have motor buses later on. Okay? You will take bus on the rent or what? Okay, fine. I can take small, that tempo traveler on the rent. Okay, no problem. Fine. I want Ola, Uber and what else? Can I hire without Ola, Uber also? Some car I can take on rent? No. 8 rupees, 10 rupees, 12 rupees per kilometer you might have taken. I want to go to Goa. I'll take it on rent per day basis. 300 kilometer minimum per day. You might have heard of this. Hey, na. Correct? So, that business, which business bacho? Tours and travels, re baba. Tours and travels. Yes or no? Their main work is what? Yes, giving the motor vehicle on rent. And there is one more website I forgot. Zoom car. Yes, Zoom car. Have you heard of? No? Tell me. Have you heard of Zoom car? No? Chama aila. How come you don't know? So much of knowledge I increase on daily basis, hai na? In so many batches. Zoom car you don't know. You can take the vehicle on rent because I'll be using that example in contract of bailment also. Zoom car. It is self-driven car. Arey chalna. Okay? That means you can take the car on rent. Wherever I want. I want a car for one day. I will do whatever I want with the car. Or wherever I want to travel, I'll travel. Okay? Everybody? The joy of self-drive. So I'm not dependent on driver. I'm not dependent on anything else. I can start anytime. I can stop anywhere. Use it. Clear? All of you? So again, if you are in this business, giving the motor vehicle on rent, then it is the case of running them on hire. But in block 1, again in sub block 1 I'm discussing right now. Are we talking about running on hire? No. In fact, we are talking of other than running them on hire. Understand? To travel business and I use motor car in business. Understand? My business is tour and travels. or my business IT company or manufacturing company. अरे हाँ, where the motor car will be used more in tours and travels or IT company? In tours and travels. My money, my income depends on the motor vehicle. If I don't send my motor vehicle for one day, I'll lose my income. Just like rickshaw, cabs. अरे हाँ, clear till here? Okay. So, okay, everybody. If they are used, okay, those motor cars, etc., okay, of running them and hire, then we'll provide more depreciation to them. If the motor car is given or it is used in the business of running them on hire, what about motor driving schools? What about motor driving schools? Used for business purpose only, na? Their main income also depends on the motor vehicle only or no? Clear? I hope all of these things are getting clearer in your brains. So in that case, it is used more, so we'll also depreciate it more. But in other cases, you are just using it for to and fro, office to home to office, then within the city, traveling, business, your meetings, etc. All of that, normal use. Okay, normal use. It is ancillary in nature now. Ancillary, you understand, related, not the main business. Clear? Chalo. So first part, again coming back, motor. So tomorrow if you have a CA practice or any practice, you are a consultant and you use a motor car to go at a client's place. That cases we are discussing. Understood? So you are using the motor car for business purposes, but the motor car is not used in the business of running them on hire. Clear? This is clear, bachcho? Yes? Should I go ahead? So understand. Motor cars other than those used in the business of running them on hire. Okay? Other than acquired during 23/8/19 to 31st March 20 and also put to use on or before 31st March 20. Stupidest case, one of the stupidest case of 2019. There were two acts in 2019, okay, February, and again Madam G came into picture, and Madam G gave one more act for 2019 that she said that, you may not be aware, just before COVID, automobile industry was very bad. 1920, you can go and check automobile, if at all you get the index number for automobiles or index or automobiles growth or automobiles some number you will get. 2019-20 was one of the pathetic year for all automobile industry. Continuous losses and continue less sales. So Madam Ji thought, let us revive, let us boost. I think 2019 was also the new year of the government. I think so. 2014, yes. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, correct. It was a new term of the government, if I'm not wrong. Hai na? So again, new term given and economy was very, very down. So some injection for the economy, some boost for the economy. So to revive or help automobile industry, understand, Madam Ji said, if you buy motor cars during this time period, I will give you double depreciation. I will give you what? Double depreciation. Arey haan. Everybody. Finally, how much depreciation? 30%. That means all the motor vehicles purchased earlier or all the motor vehicles purchased after this time period, our always normal rate of depreciation was, bachcho, 15%. Arey haan, bachcho, tell you, all of you tell me. See, I am repeating, for this first sub blocks 1 and 2, what is common? Motor car not used in the business of hire. Correct? The only difference, bachcho, is that motor cars purchased during that special period, special offer. It was a special offer, bachcho, by Nirmala Madam. So during that time period, if you purchase the motor car, then 30% depreciation. Otherwise than that, this was a one-time offer only. And apart from that period, it is always 15% depreciation. Is it okay? Bolo. Clear till here? Good. We come to block number 2. Same thing Madam G did. Special offer. Not just for motor cars, but for big vehicles also. Which big vehicles? Motor buses, lorries, trucks, motor taxis, cabs. And obviously, but you use them, running them on hire. Bus is also used for, it is used as a what? You are earning tickets, na? by running the buses. Yes, still here. Trucks, you're getting rent. You are using them for hire. Okay, hire means again rent. Taxis, cabs, bachcho. Clear till here. Now we are talking of what, bachcho? Motor vehicles used for business purposes properly, tours and travels and all of that, including buses and lorries also, trucks. Okay? So again, if special period extra 15%, 45%, and without that special period it was always and will be also now always 30%. Just try to understand originally what it was. The madam just confused so much now. Check. Originally it was always like this, 15 and 30. Other purpose use 15%. You are running them on higher purpose, running them on higher use 30%. And now Madam Ji did what? Both of the cases, both the places, bachcho, she has given extra 15% extra depreciation. Chalega? Understood or no? Special period motor car 15 plus 15 30. Are हाँ. Special period bachcho motor buses, motor lorries, trucks 30 plus 15 45%. Everybody tell me, did you understand or no? Mansi, Kushbu, Nitin, Indrajit, all of you tell me quickly. Yes. Are bolo haan. Good. Fine, Lelia. Let me ask you a very stupid question. But the rate of depreciation is given for per day, per week, per month or per year? Year, per annum. Very good. So smart. You are so smart, bachcho. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. Other blocks. Chalo. Molds used in rubber and plastic goods factories. What are bachcho molds? Dhacha. Dhacha, do you know dhacha? Mold. Shoe molds. I'll show everything on Google only, bachcho. Even brick molds are there now. Brick molds. You pour in that, you get a brick. Wow. And these are also plastic molds only. Actually, they're plastic molds. You know? They're making molds, or basically I wanted molds used in factory. Okay, whatever has a structure. Precast concrete molds. These days, bachcho, even walls, okay, wall, you know, wall which we have in the rooms. Now, generally, even again to reduce the cost, bricks are not used in the walls. Some other element, it's a cost. Some other thing is also Mylon. They call it Mylon or something. I don't know the proper case. But if you go to the new real estate projects, okay, new projects, you'll understand. They use some other sheets only. Sheet means some other structure instead of bricks. So these days, brick by brick is not put. Directly a wall is, you can say, poured in that concrete, and entire wall is bachcho directly installed. Wall is installed now, not wall. No, wall is not constructed now. It's Malon or something it is called. Mylon wall, something like that. I don't know. Nahi yaar, I don't know. New types of wall it is. Okay, I'll have to check that later on. Anyways, let's go ahead, everybody. So if it is a mold, again for that mold, bachcho will be depreciated at 30%. Aeroplanes, aero engines, 40%. Specified air, water, solid pollution, waste control equipments, important means basically for environment protection. If you're using any of these purifiers, pollution control equipments, 40%. Okay, everybody? Balance machine used in semiconductor industry, covering all ICs, integrated circuits, leave that. Life-saving medical equipments. Tell me. Life-saving medical equipments. What can you think of? Medical equipments. Stretcher. ठीक है? Think something bigger. Ventilator. Good example. Ventilator. Oxygen cylinder. Okay. Yes. Those who have big machinery in the hospitals for scanning that. What is that scanning for that head? You go inside, and they are rotating. You are not rotating. The machine is rotating, scanning your brain. MRI. MRI. Correct. Yeah. Correct, all of you. Basically 40%. Fine. This plant machine acquired installed after 1 and 2 for that supply water treatment 40%. Oil wells. Oil well, bachcho. You have purchased oil well. Wow. 15%. Specified renewable energy saving devices. Give me an example here. Something for renewable energy. If I spend somewhere, I'll get 40%. Solar panels. Very good example. Good. Very nice. Solar panels or windmills. Sorry. 40%. Again, very much highly encouraged. Another block. So I hope you're understanding. We are categorizing them. So I'll not put oil well in bachcho block number 10. Then they're exactly opposite in fact. Oil well and renewable energies. Block 11. Computers including, here now I am given the clarification. Computer software. UPS you know. Uninterrupted actually power supply. Not unlimited, uninterrupted power supply. Tick. That noise happens now whenever there is no light. So UPS, that machinery is also put in this category. Laptops as well as printers, okay, is put under block 11. There were lots of, you can say, litigation that why printers should come in computers. Printers doesn't have its known knowledge. Printing is doing the mechanical work of printing. It is given input and is giving printing output. It is not processing any information. Computers process something. Printers don't process something. But then again there was an argument, you can't use printer on its own. Printer has to be connected to a computer, something, then only it can work. So it is ancillary, it is related to the computer. So if UPS is allowed, so even printer should be allowed. All these things were there. Software also, but I'll tell you, very not important, but again software. Normally speaking, software we will logically keep it bachcho in intangible asset. है ना? So income tax department used to say no, intangible asset. Bachcho, why? Why department bachcho used to say intangible asset? Use common sense now. Come on. Why department used to say software is an intangible asset? Income tax department. They were stressing on that. It is intangible asset, not a block 11 computer. Very good, Mansi. This is what your mind should develop now in income tax. Because depreciation on intangible was 25%, less depreciation. I am claiming here more depreciation, 40%. Yeah, this much you should understand now. है ना? So use common sense. Department will always try to increase your income or reduce your expenses. Basically tax you more, try to, wherever there is actual legal scope. And you will, as an assessee, what will you try to do? Take more deductions, so show less income. Again, legally speaking. Yes, everybody? Okay, all of you. Goodness. Should I go ahead, everybody? Computers including computer software, UPS, laptops, printers. Okay? 40%. Block 12, books. God. Annual publications or other than annual publications owned by SSC carrying on profession. Bhai Sahab, profession, you understand? Just now we are discussing what our profession also, CA, CS, CMA, whatever, lawyers, doctors, engineers, है ना? You will never ever see a lawyer or a CA, CS, CMA, etc. These consultants without books behind them or around them. है कि नहीं बच्चों? So books बच्चों is not an expenditure for them, it is an investment. वाह है कि नहीं? Even for us teachers, this green screen, camera, light, laptops, computers, iPad, pencil, these are not actually expenditures, These are our investments. This is very much for our bread and butter, isn't it, everybody? So, for a profession who is using his knowledge and to sharpen his knowledge to be updated, he is obviously going to spend a lot on books. Even when I was doing articleship, we used to compulsorily buy 2-3 copies of Income Tax Act, Income Tax Rules, and there was also one book we used to buy, Master Guide to Income Tax Act, Master Guide to Income Tax Rules. And then again, apart from that, we had a subscription for ITR, Income Tax Reporter, Taxman SOTs. SOT was what? Selected orders of tribunal. We used to have weekly meetings in office on just research. Every Friday or Saturday morning, 1 or 2 hours fixed. What we used to do, whatever was the latest magazine means Income Tax Reporter or Income Tax Judgment, latest ones, we used to read and discuss that in office. Not just articles, I'm talking about partner used to come and sit in the meeting. And some meetings we used to have Pune and Mumbai team together on conference call. And then the responsibilities are put on articles as well as on executives. That 2-3 cases you are taking, these 2-3 cases you are doing. That is how much you always keep up to date. And that is how you win the cases in the court. Hai na? Only if you have that much of access and awareness. Okay? All of you okay till here? So books bachcho 40%. Whether it is annual publication or not annual publication. Annual means what? Only once in a year. Yes, like Income Tax Act will be published only once in a year. And there are other magazines also. So they are writing much other than those also. So it doesn't matter whether it is annual or not an annual publication. 40% appreciation. Books owned by assessee used in carrying the business of library. Assessee is in the business of library. Okay? So whatever books he owns, he has spent on the books, that is, it will be depreciated at 40%. And remaining bachcho block, residuary. Librarian is a manager of library. Okay? I am talking of owner of library. But yes, business of library. Are there bookshop owner? Yes, correct. Yes, good. Yes, that also is possible. Yes. Are there any libraries as it is but now existing anywhere? I'm talking about library means giving the books on the rent, not just library for sitting over there and reading. That actually charges are taken, rupees 1, rupees 5, rupees 10, rupees per book, or annual subscription is there now still, and people use it. Good, okay, nice. There are book lovers, no? Correct. 50 rupees 2 hours. But that is 50 rupees 2 hours. That is book cafe, Indrajit. That is book cafe. 60 rupees per hour, I know that. 50 rupees, 60 rupees per hour. That is a book cafe. You can go and read books. That doesn't have. In library, Indrajit, you used to take the book at home. Do you remember or no? There is a card behind in the last page of the book. Hey, come on here. You've done this in school and college. You used to take books at home. From book cafe, you can't take book at home, Indrajit. Hai na? You can get a book and read for yourself or work over there, or whatever books are there in the shelves, you'll read for 2 hours and keep it there only. You can't take it home. Library, that means for 7 days. If I'm not wrong, 7 days. You have to return after 7 days, otherwise again charges per day. That is a library. Then you can take 1 book or 2 books at a time. Those features, anyways. Okay, I hope you remember all of these things. Hai na? Because generation on generation, when you will tell your own children or somebody next generation, they'll be like, what is library? I know online library, that's it. Hai na? Everything is online these days, that's why. Okay. Sorry. Plant and machinery residuary rate 15. Residuary. That means if it is not falling from block number 1 to block number 13, anywhere it is not falling, so department has given a separate block of 15%. Clear? Ships. Next block. Doesn't matter. Why? Because whether it is ocean going ship or not going into ocean or speedboat, etc., all of them are 20%. Big ships, 20%. Vessels means yachts, small ships, in inland waters, not a speedboat, 20%. That Cochin to Andaman, Chennai to, Cochin to Lakshadweep, Chennai to Andaman, and internal your inland boats, 20%, okay? And speedboats, 20%. So basically all of them are what? 20%. Clear till here, all of you? Sorry. Done, all of you? All right. Come to next page. I'm not doing 43.3. I'll do that later on. Come to 43.6 now. The next page basically. Just come to next page. Okay, ready everybody? Chalo. 43.6. WDB. Okay. So how do we calculate WDB? You will be like, sir, obviously we know this. I know that, but still. Opening WDB, this much I hope you understand. Then add assets actual cost. Okay, acquired during the year. Other than goodwill, if you buy goodwill of a business or buy goodwill of a profession, don't add it. Now why, bachcho? Because now we are not going to depreciate goodwill. Are haan, hai na? So add other assets, whatever. So the opening WDB plus other assets. Less, if at all, you sold the assets during the year. So sale consideration or money payable. Money payable means money you are getting, okay? Even if it is a scrap, you are discarding an asset, even that is possible. You get the balance, and then the balance, but you reduce what? Depreciation. Simple or no? So opening balance, new assets, then old asset, new assets incoming, some old assets but outgoing, balance, on balance but you will reduce depreciation. Remaining is what? Closing WDB. Simple or no? Are haan. Everybody clear? Did you read this? I had given you for homework. Nalayako, Besharmo. Huh? But you understood nothing, hai na? Tell me. Barabar, na? Should I go ahead, everybody? Chalo, next point, let us quickly check. Again, income tax department very smart. Okay, check. 50% depreciation only available if asset is put to use for less than 180 days. 180 days, but generally 6 months. 6 months means generally what? 6 months is half year. So if asset is put to use means actually used. Just new asset is brought and not yet unboxed, not yet opened, not yet installed and used, or in the process, in the stage of using it. If not yet done, so just bringing an asset is not, you are not going to get depreciation on a new asset. When you start getting depreciation, very important word is put to use. Very important verse. Just buying is not sufficient. It also has to start to be used. Okay? It's clear till here? Alright, all of you? Should I go ahead, everybody? So, if it is used, only then much you will get the depreciation. Now, but if it is used for less than 180 days, that means if you have used it for less than 6 months, less than half year, then you will not get full depreciation for the year, you will get half depreciation. Logically correct? Tell me, everybody. If I buy an asset and put to use in April 22, I am using it for entire year. So yes, I should get full depreciation for the year. Arey haan. But if I buy an asset and put to use in March 23, I am in the year, I am using it only for 1 month. So they say no, we will not allow you entire year's depreciation. We will give only, it is better at least, we will give you only half depreciation. So actually, properly, normally speaking, it is not based on number of days or number of months, luckily. And otherwise it will be so complicated. So they say, we will give depreciation only on 2 bases. Entire year or half year. I mean full depreciation or half depreciation. Based on what? If the asset is put to use for more than 180 days, or let me use the word at least 180 days, then full depreciation. If less than 180 days, then half depreciation. Clear earlier? Arey haan, tell me, everybody. Can I say like this? Full. Agreed or no? Less than 180 days is 179, no? Write down there over it. There itself you can write down. 180 and above, full. Less than 180 means what? Up to 179, half. बच्चों okay till here? Everybody okay? Chalo. If asset is acquired in the previous year and put to use for less than 180 days, okay? Deduction of depreciation bachcho shall be restricted to 50%. If asset is only acquired and not put to use, then there is no question of taking depreciation. Very important. Purchase, this is important bachcho from accounting point of view. This is how you'll see the difference between accounting treatment and income tax treatment. Yes? In accounts, do you even bother whether the machinery is installed and used? है ना? We just say new machinery acquired, take depreciation. Is there a concept of half depreciation, full depreciation in accounting? Do you have that? No. This is how you'll see the differences. And that is the reason you'll have one more accounting standard, okay, which talks about differences in accounting treatment and tax treatment. A very nice accounting standard you have. You have an intermediate itself, I think group 2 you have. Okay? Anyway, should I go ahead everybody? Chalo, pay attention. First, let us simply we'll check normal depreciation. Okay? Assessee can be any person, individual, firm, LLP, BOI, company, etc. Area of business can be any area because there was some certain condition later on, so that's why we had put that condition. So any area, then type of business, any type of business or profession, no problem. Is it available every year? Normal depreciation, obviously available on every year. Assets, any kind of depreciable assets. Normal depreciation we are discussing. Normal. Rate of depreciation, specified whichever we had seen till now on all the blocks. Okay. But if it is put to use for less than 180 days, put to use for less than 180 days, then we give yes, obviously, only half depreciation. Agree till here? Yes, all of you. And simple. Impact on WDV is what? You will reduce the depreciation from WDV. Clear? Come to question number 47. 47. Chalo. Keep a pencil or a scale over there on this page, okay? And come to question number 47. You ready? Ready, bachcho? All of you? Calculate normal depreciation. As it is, we have ignored additional depreciation. That column we will do later on. Chalega? Allowable in following different cases. Independent means different cases. Machinery cost is bachcho rupees 1 lakh. Okay? You are given simply only 2 dates. Date of purchase and date put to use. Simple? You have to calculate depreciation. What is the type of the asset? Machinery. What rate of depreciation will you take? Details they have not given you. %. Ready? Chalo, first case number 1. Please pay attention now. Asset purchased on 1/4/22. Chalega? And put to use also 1/4/22. That is for entire year but बच्चों at least what, that is more than, not more than, at least 180 days है ना. Therefore full depreciation at the rate of what बच्चों, 15% allowed. Full depreciation at the rate of 15% allowed. Yes, till here. How much is the rate, cost of machinery? 1 lakh into 15%, 15,000. Simple till here, all of you. That is my amount of depreciation. चलेगा? Purchase 1422, put to use 31323. Purchase 1422, put to use 31323. बच्चों use first of all, yeah, correct Indrajit. My depreciation बच्चों cannot start without put to use. Keep that in mind. Income tax department doesn't even recognize. Okay, everybody, if it is not put to use. So depreciation cannot start without put to use. Now put to use is which date given to us? 31st March 23. That is the last date. So practically speaking, it was used only for 1 day. Understood or no? Used only for 1 day. Or we will say bachcho less than 180 days. Therefore, half depreciation. Clear till here? Kushbu? Nitin? Write down. हां प्रशांत भाऊ, ते कॅम्प ब्रांचला मी 4:30-5 पर्यंत. कॅम्प ब्रांच पुणे स्टेशन, विजय सेल्सच्या बाजूला, साधू वासवानी चौक. बरोबर ना? हां, मग त्याच्या बाजूलाच साधू वासवानी चौकमध्ये इन्कम टॅक्स डिपार्टमेंट एक आहे. हो हो हो. हां, चालेल चालेल, डन डन डन, चालतं आहे. येस, ओके. गॉड. इधर से हम लोग पुट्टी स्टडी में देयरफॉर हाफ डिप्रिसिएशन है ना, सिंस बच्चों लेस देन 180 डेज. सो हाफ डिप्रिसिएशन बच्चों, व्हाट इज द रेट ऑफ डिप्रिसिएशन? 7.5% ना. नाउ 15% was for full year, so half means for 7.5. Correct? Everybody? Therefore, rupees 1 lakh. Done? And now we have bachcho critical cases. Okay, ready everybody? Third, purchase and put to use both. One, 10, 22. Okay. First of all, can you give me number of days? I want that is more important. Okay. Including obviously 1st of October, obviously. Are you getting my point or no? Is it exactly 182? Okay. So how many days of bachcho? October entire 31, November 30, December 31, January 31, February it is 22, is not a leap year, 22, and March 31 is what, 182 days bachcho? Is it at least 180? Yes. Therefore full depreciation, है ना? अरे हाँ, तो सिंस 182 इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू ऑब्वियसली 180, देखो बच्चों फुल डेप्रिसिएशन चलेगा. आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग ₹15,000. All of you. Case 4 is done. Put to use. I'm writing in short now, okay? Put to use 2, 10, 22. Number of days used, tell me. 181. Full depreciation, अरे हाँ, still बच्चों full depreciation. Clear till here? Rupees 15,000. Case 5. Third. Everybody. Use 180 days. Still बच्चों full depreciation. Is it okay? Rupees 15,000. So therefore बच्चों, what did you understand? Because this you can now in a way by heart. The cutoff date is now what? 3rd October. Write on this, important, very important. All right, all of you. Done everybody? Should I go ahead all of you? This is what case number 5. Done. Chalo, case 6 tell me. This is up to 3rd October I did, no? There were 1 day of December, 31 days of Jan, 28 days of Feb, and again 31 days of March. How many days? $60, $90, how much it is? $91? 91 days, no? $92? $91? $91, no? $91 days, whatever, 92, चलो ठीक है, 92, okay, 29, 30, 31, हाँ 90, ठीक है बाबा, 92 days. But 92 is obviously much less than 180 days, therefore, half depreciation, which is rupees 7,500. Yes, tell you. Done. And last case, case 7 is बच्चों give a star mark over there. Be careful. 91 only. Why are you testing me, guys? Huh? Nobody use calculator, है ना? Okay. Ready, everybody? Should I go ahead? Okay, case 7. Check. When was it purchased? 1/10/22. When was it put to use? 1/11/23. 1/11/23. How much depreciation bachcho I'll get? Oh my god. Mansi, correct. Goodness. I giving you star mark also, still you don't understand. इसकी तो just because one answer is wrong, another answer is what? Right or what? Zero depreciation. Can you read the years or no? Can you read the years or no? Next year, बच्चों. Okay, next year it is. अरे हाँ या ना? Is it put to use in the current year? Nitin? No. Purchase in October 22. Purchase in October 22. ठीक है everybody? ठीक है? So check, write down. Purchased 1/10/22, but put to use बच्चों 1/11/23 after 1 year 1 month, by the way, है ना? Or 1 year 2 months actually I should say. October to October is already done ना, so October and whatever, sorry. Yes, 1 year 1 month whatever. ठीक है? Right on. Therefore, no depreciation. In which year? PY 22-23. बच्चों why? Main reason why? Because not put to use. In PY 22-23. Yes or no? Yes, tell all of you. Done? But what about the next year, bachcho? What about the next year? Will I get depreciation in the next year or no? Important, na? Write down. It's the same question we are discussing. PY 23-24. Okay. So by the way, this case is bachcho purchase in 22-23, but put to use in 23-24. Purchase in 22-23 and put to use in 23-24. Yes, still here, all of you. I'll go ahead. So definitely I should get depreciation in 23-24. The question now is, will I get half depreciation or full depreciation? And I expect all of you will give me wrong answer because you don't know the concept. So I'll give you the answer right now. You might think it is half depreciation, answer is full depreciation. The answer is bachcho full depreciation. Okay, why? I'll tell you why. Because it was purchased in the last year. Okay, now it means what? But you are saying, sir, if it is put to use less than 180 days, then half depreciation or no? Yes. But half depreciation bachcho provision is applicable only if both the things, purchase as well as put to use, are in the same year. Purchase and put to use are bachcho in the same year. That's why I gave you a unique case. What unique case? That purchase year and put to use year are different, as well as in the next year it is less than 180 days. But still, bachcho will give full depreciation. So when do we provide half depreciation? If the purchase year and put to use year are same and put to use is less than 180 days, then we give bachcho half depreciation. Understood or no? Everybody? Nitin, Khushbu, Mansi, Indrajit, bolo. Arey, where it is? Okay, so acquired and put to use in the same year, but put to use for less than 180, then bachcho we take it to 50%. Okay, but now in the case which we are doing, it was acquired in last year and put to use in the current year, and in the current year also put to use for less than 180, still we will give full depreciation. Clear till here? Right now. Half depreciation provisions apply only if apply only if year of purchase means acquisition, and year of put to use are same. Therefore, full depreciation will be allowed in PY how much bachcho? Rupees 15,000 15. Fine till here, all of you? Question number 48, 48. Fine till here? Question number 48. There are two parts to question number 48, part A and part B, or two sub questions we have. At least first we'll finish sub question 1, A part. Calculate closing WDV in following cases. Ignore additional depreciation. We have not discussed additional depreciation, but we'll do a normal basic one right now. ठीक है? चलेगा? In the following cases, what assets we have in case number A or first question? We have 4 assets: plant, computer, car, building. Plant obviously means plant and machinery. Computer and car. What is common between 1, 2, 3? What is common between 1, 2, 3 बच्चों? 1, 2 and 3. Sorry. They all 3 fall in the same block of plant and machinery. Correct. But they have different rates of depreciation. Okay? May have. Normal plant will take 15%. Computer will take 40%. But even if car, we are charging at 15% depreciation, but car and plant and machine normally are different. Blocks are different. Are you getting my point or no? Even if rate of depreciation is matching, it doesn't become same block or one block. Only motor cars will go under car, and remaining plants can go under, machineries will go under plant and machinery. Are you getting my point? That's why the blocks are different. Clear? And building. Okay? Now building obviously we will take it as it is used for business purpose, so the building will take 10%, car 15%, computer 40%, and plant also 15%. Now this is my normal full depreciation rate. Chalega? They're asking you closing WDV. What is the formula? Formula means opening, additions, sale, less depreciation. That is my closing WDV. Are हाँ या ना? Clear? Clear all of you? Sure, write down. Calculation of closing WDV. Yes, everybody? Ready? Particulars, then we have four assets, plant and machinery. I'm putting comp for computer, motor car and building. Chalega? Please draw lines also because calculation has to be correct, okay, and don't mix it. Ready? Give me this is 15%, the rate of depreciation, computer 40%, motor car 15%, building 10%. Fine, Delia? So the format just now we have discussed opening WDV. Yes, tell all of you. Opening WDV 4 lakhs. 3,50,000, 2,70,000 and 20 lakhs, na? Fine, all of you. Add additions. Okay. First, how much is the addition, bacho? 2 lakhs. Correct? For plant and machinery. It is added, bacho, when to 1622. I hope you're understanding. It is a new asset, na? New asset is purchased for the block. Chalega? So I'm writing a date also. Addition is what? 1622. Now date is important, okay, for us, because why it is important, bacho? Because from that we will decide it is full depreciation or half depreciation, okay? Then 1 lakh, 111,22. Half depreciation, agreed? And no addition, bacho, in car and building. Clear or no? What is the next point, bacho, in our format, if you remember? If you remember the format, we had done some time back. Format.
Less scrap value.
Less scrap value. Okay. Okay. Less sale value. Fine. Good. So nothing sold from plant and machinery and computer, but motor car is sold 1,50,000. Are हाँ. Sold on 1522. Here I will ignore date of sale. I'll tell you why. Okay. And lastly, 15 lakhs. Oh, sold property of. Again on 11122 sold. Okay, everybody. Done till here? Now why date of sale is irrelevant? Because we assume that, understand what I'm telling you? We assume that the sale is done normally or generally first from the opening balance. The sale is also done from what? Opening balance. Opening balance means what? Opening WDV. Okay? Finally here. So basically, let me tell you one more thing, one more trick over here to understand. Whatever is the sale date, okay, tell you, on that item you will not get depreciation. On that sold item or value of item, you will not get depreciation at all. No. So if you sold it in April, for the entire year you will not get depreciation. But even if you sold it in the month of February or March also, that means used for 10-11 months, but sold in the month of March, you will not get depreciation bacho on that item for the year. Why? Because we are reducing the sale value bacho directly as such from the opening balance itself. That means we'll assume it was never there even on the first day of the year. Are you getting or no? It was not there even on the opening day of the year. It never existed for the year. Therefore, no depreciation. Understood? Okay. Then we write down your balance. So what is my balance? 6 lakhs. 4 lakh 50. Here 80. Sorry, how much? 120, na? Sorry. And here 5. Just my balances. Less depreciation. Less depreciation. Ready, everybody? First A. On opening WDV, less sale consideration. Did you understand what I'm telling you? In car and building there is a sale. So I'll give bacho depreciation on 1,20,000 and 5 lakhs. Are you high na? Everybody? Correct, Leo? In plant and machinery computer, first two columns, is there a sale? No. So I'll give depreciation on 4 lakhs and 3,50,000 also. On opening balance, bacho. Are you high na? When you use opening balance, what is the meaning of that? That asset was used for the entire year, opening balance. However, if the asset is sold during the year, we reduce it from the opening balance. Are haan. That's why for plant and machinery and computer, opening balances entire year, I'll give depreciation. Clear or no? Tell me all of you. Everybody clear? So on 4 lakhs, 15%. Give me. 60,000. Fine till here? Here also opening balance 3,50,000. But I think 40%, no? So 140.
I didn't catch that.
Yes, till here? Now important. Next one important. We'll take. I'm just writing on opening minus sales. We'll take on addition also. Wait, no. Okay. Next. Now on what amount? Opening minus sales was how much? 1,20,000 into 15%. Okay, Delia? It is a car, na? 15%. 18,000. And lastly here, on 5 lakhs, 10%. Okay, all of you? B. Now I can give depreciation on additions also, wherever I have added the new machineries. No? So on additions. Clearly here? On additions. अप टू व्हाट डेट? व्हाट वाज आवर कट ऑफ डेट बच्चों? 3rd October ना? अरे हाँ या ना? And on additions, on or after 4/10/22. Okay, everybody? What? Audio video okay? All of you? All okay ना? ठीक है. Planet machine बच्चों. My addition is what? 16/22. Is it more than 180 days or no? At least 180 days or no? I'll give full depreciation on 2 lakhs. अरे हाँ. So 2 lakhs into what percent? 15%. Okay, everybody? 30,000, yeah. But here in computer, the addition is 111. So half depreciation. I hope this much is clear. How much you have added? 1 lakh. Into what percentage? But tell me rate. How much rate I'll take? Everybody. Half of 40. Bachcho, I'll take 20%. Clear till here? 20,000. Is there any kind of additions, bachcho? In the last 2 columns? No. I hope this is clear, all of you. Yeah? Balance is what we get, bachcho, is our closing WDV. Right, no? Closing WDV. Ready? All of you? So give me the figure. Closing WDV. Six lakhs minus 60,000 minus 30,000. Minus 95, 10. बराबर. Then 450 minus 140 minus 350. Sorry, 450 minus 140. That's it. And minus 20. 160 reduced. How much it is? 290. Is it? Tell me. Fine. Good. Then 120 minus 18. That's it. So 102. And lastly, 5 lakh minus 50,000. 450. Yes, tell you all of you. Done? I'll write a note over here. Sale consideration. Is first reduced from opening WDV. And one more for your understanding, date of sale is irrelevant. Are you getting my point or no? Date of sale is irrelevant. Why date of sale is irrelevant, bacho? We will simply, bacho, not give depreciation, simple, on that item. Whether you sold it in April or whether you sold it in March, we will not give you, bacho, depreciation. Okay, everybody? चलेगा? All right then, everybody. That is it for bachcho right now. Okay, that is it for today, or that is it for right now for income tax. Okay, we'll do more questions. I want to do obviously more questions, but I can't give you for homework because I don't want you to get unnecessarily confused. Part B I cannot. It will also take same time. Okay. Others also have lecture at 2 o'clock. No. चलेगा? All right. हाँ Niraj, yes, I'll send you. Okay, so for income tax for today, this much. Please read next couple of pages and come. Read again additional depreciation. Read the points also given after that. Okay. Chalo, for income tax for today, this much.
Recording stopped.
6:40 बच्चों विल स्टार्ट विद लॉ. ठीक है, चालू करेंगे आज तो करेंगे ही करेंगे. ठीक है एवरीबॉडी. हाँ हैप्पी दिवाली. वाह वाह इंद्रजीत, हैप्पी दिवाली. यस, ये अलग ही नशे में रहता है ये, है ना. ओके एवरीबॉडी. चलो 6:40 बच्चों विल स्टार्ट विद लॉ. बाय बाय. हाँ हाँ, और उस दिन तो तेरे को क्लास में विश किया ना मैंने हैप्पी दिवाली. मिला ना मैं तेरे को इंद्रजीत. अच्छा क्या कर रहा है. दिवाली के दिन तेरे को मिला मैं तो. हाँ चलो बाय बाय. 6:40 बच्चों. ठीक है बाय बाय. या